Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another segment of the Monday Huddle on the Educational AD podcast. We're going to be right back with this week's Monday Huddle topic, but as always, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. You've heard me say before, these are all great companies. I used them as an AD. I highly recommend you use them too. So take a quick listen to our shout outs, then listen to our Monday Huddle presentation, then go and visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to say thanks to our good friends at Snap Raise. Have you ever spent weeks and weeks with a fundraiser and been disappointed in the results? Well, those days are gone. Go to snapraise.com. We used it at our school with great success, and so will you. Check out all their other great platforms. But if you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it, and it's Snap Raise. We also want to thank Home Campus. Home Campus is one of those platforms you're going to use every single day, whether it's scheduling, rosters, results. Their athletic clearance platform alone is a game changer. You got to see it to believe it. Go to homecampus.com. Make sure you mention the podcast and see all the great things they can do for you. That's Home Campus. We also want to say thanks to Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Now, I didn't get my master's from Ohio, but my assistant AD did, and it was a tremendous experience, along with thousands of others. It's very affordable, just 20 months. And while you're completing your master's, you're also completing 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Check out Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. We'd like to thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame. If you're looking for a really cool way to display your school record board or your team's and school's Hall of Fame, go to their website and take a look at their interactive touchscreen video consoles. You put one of their units in your gym lobby or your main school hallway, it's going to be a magnet for kids, coaches, how about sponsors? Go to vitalsignswalloffame.com. Check out their great products today. We want to thank Hometown. Hometown is changing the game with their suite of solutions that includes things like digital ticketing. They're still the number one provider. But how about fee-free fundraising, athletic website construction, and a whole lot more? Whether you're an AD or a principal, Hometown is going to show you how to save time, raise more money, and bring your community together. That's hometown.com. We want to thank Gipper. Have you ever wanted to be a social media marketing guru? Well, you can. Go to Gipper.com. You can modernize your online and on-campus marketing, whether you're looking for solutions for your district, your school, or just your athletic department. Gipper's suite of fast and easy products has all the tools you need. It's so easy, even I can do it. Your school's doing great work. Don't let it go unnoticed. Go to Gipper.com and don't forget to mention the podcast. We want to say thank you to Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables, and video boards. You've heard me say time and time again, one of the best purchases I ever made was our Sideline Interactive indoor score table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com for more information. We also want to thank our friends at Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years. As an athletic director, I made sure our school was a Huddle school. Go to huddle.com. Your coaches, your student athletes, even your parents can be very happy with the Huddle platform. Join the 100 million fans and the 8 million schools. Turn your school into a Huddle school. And we want to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. At my school, we use surveys for everything, kids, coaches, parents, and the information that would come back was almost always over the top positive, and it'll be the same for you. We also got to hear from our squeaky wheel parents, but it gave us a chance to address their concerns and keep them from turning into something big. But going back to that positive data, when you're meeting with that frustrated parent, it's great to have. When you're meeting with your principal or your school board, it's really great to have. Go to athleticsurveys.com. And as always, don't forget to mention the podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Monday Huddle. This is our second presentation, if you will, in our weekly series. The first set of presentations is going to be about parent concerns. Last week, we talked about playing time. This week, we're going to talk about parent concerns from an injury and safety standpoint. This program that I'm going to share with you now is actually a program that we shared with our parents at my school. Didn't do it every year, but probably about every other year. And it talked about the things that we did. So it's presented from, my point of view as the athletic director to our parents. I've also done some research, got some current statistics to update some things that we would share. But as always, if you like something that you hear, please feel free to use it at your own school with your own parents and hopefully put their mind a little bit more at ease regarding injuries and safety. All right, here we go. Hey, thanks for coming and joining us tonight. Whether it's your first year in athletics or if you've been through a few seasons with us already, I know how deeply you care about your child's safety and well being. And if we're being honest, there's really nothing quite like that moment when you see your kid go down on the field or on the court, whether they jump right up again or if they have to limp off the sideline or even if they stay down longer than expected, your heart just drops. And I've been there with my own three kids. It really can be scary. But tonight we want to try and replace fear and apprehension with facts and replace any worries that you might have with a plan, the plan that we use here. We're actually going to be giving you a behind the scenes look at how we try to prevent and then treat and support your child through any athletic injuries. We're going to talk about what happens the moment something goes wrong, how we prioritize long-term health, and especially what you can do at home to be a partner, a strong partner in your child's recovery and resilience. All right. First, let's go and acknowledge the obvious. All sports carry a risk of injury, whether it's football or cheerleading, cross country or lacrosse, even swimming. The potential for a bump on the head, a bruise, or worse is going to be there. But what we think is the good news, we don't wait for injuries to happen. We work hard to prevent them. And here, injury prevention begins before the season starts. As you know, every athlete is required to complete a pre-participation physical every year, not just for eligibility, but to screen for any underlying issues that we need to be aware of. As a school, we also implement strength and conditioning programs that are designed not just to make them bigger, faster, and stronger, but from a medical, physiological standpoint, we're trying to support the joints, improve balance, enhance durability. And our coaches and our athletic trainer work together to ensure proper warm-ups, cool downs, stretching, and any sports-specific injury prevention protocols, especially for things like soccer, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, where knee and shoulder issues seem to be more common. We also promote cross-training, multi-sport participation, and rest days to avoid overuse injuries, particularly in those multi-sport athletes or those who might be specializing in one sport. You know what I'm talking about. We also emphasize basic things like nutrition, hydration, and proper sleep. And these aren't extras, they're foundational to athletic performance and also injury prevention. So, what happens if an injury does occur? I need you to know whether it's just an ankle sprain or a pulled muscle, or if it's something more serious, we have a clear and professional response plan. And this is what you can expect. Our athletic trainer. She's here on campus. She's every day. She's at almost every single practice moving around, either on foot, in and out of the gym, on the fields, or on her golf cart. She's also available at nearly every single competition. And she's not some volunteer. She's a licensed medical professional. And she's trained to evaluate injuries in real time and put together a recovery and return to play program. The moment something happens, that protocol that I've been talking about kicks in. It starts with observation, hands-on assessment, obviously talking with the athlete. We document every step, and we're going to communicate with the coach. We're going to communicate with you, and if needed, we're going to communicate with the physicians that work with our program. It's not well, let's wait and see what happens. Okay. Any athlete that's suspected of, let's say, a head injury is immediately removed from play and evaluated, and they're not allowed to return until cleared by a licensed healthcare provider. Now, it could be our trainer, it could be the physician. Okay, that's not just school policy, it's state policy, and it's in there for a good reason. And every injury, from a sprain, a jammed knuckle, or a diagnosed concussion, comes with its own return to play protocol. And that includes rest, some active rehab, both here and off campus, continuous reevaluation, and it's all part of that step by step return to play protocol before they're going to have full practice and full competition. And as I've mentioned, these are not left up to guesswork or any sort of outside pressure. Okay, our coaches are aware of what's going on, but our athletic trainer is, our final say. Of course, parents are involved too. I just want you to know that these decisions are being made by professionals, but it's a partnership with you. Now, let's take a minute to look at what some national data tells us. The Center for Disease Control tells us that about 15% of all high school sports injuries happen to be concussions. That leaves a lot of room for other injuries like those sprained ankles. But talking about concussions, these new policies, the increased awareness, and those protocols we talked about, we're seeing a significant drop in the last few years of repeat concussion injuries. A study by the Journal of American Medical Association Pediatrics, Pediatrics showed when student athletes reported injuries early and then received proper care, their recovery time and return to play decreased by almost half, and the risk of re-injury also went down dramatically. Now, on the other side, we've seen an increase in overuse injuries, especially in that same sport year-round athlete. These include things like stress fractures, tendinitis, shoulder and elbow issues. And if you say, well, what can we do about it? How can we prevent them? Well, not doing same sport year-round participation, but rest, varied training, and again, not specializing too young. And the bottom line for all of this is the earlier that an issue is reported and treated, the better the outcome is going to be. And that's why we try to build a culture here where our athletes know it's okay. Say, hey, coach, I think I tweaked my shoulder. We see the trainer. That's why parents also play a crucial role in that communication loop. So as parents, you need to know your role, and it's a big one. First, encourage this open communication that we talked about. If your child mentions soreness or pain, even offhandedly, take it seriously. It might be minor, but it's better to share this with our athletic trainer and our coach and be safe. You're not being that parent. You're being a responsible parent in their health. Also, we want you to trust the professionals. When your child's injured, please trust our athletic trainer. She has your child's best interest at heart at both levels, from an injury, treatment, management, and from a return to play. It's not reckless at all. It's simply, we're going to find out what the injury is, we're going to address it, and we're going to begin rehab and treatment with a goal of getting them back in action when it's appropriate. Okay? It can be tough sitting out, especially, maybe there's a tournament coming up or a big game, but this idea of pushing through pain and sucking it up, it's just outdated. Even the pros know this. I love the Serena Williams quote. She goes, I learned that healing isn't a setback. It's part of the comeback. Comeback. I really like that. That's the mentality that we want our athletes to always have. Also, as parents, be emotionally supportive. Now, some recoveries are quick and others take longer. Your voice, your encouragement, and your calm perspective is going to do a lot more for your child's healing than you can realize. Make sure you talk about their progress as it happens. Celebrate those milestones and remind them that taking care of their body is laying the foundation for success later on, next week, next month, next season, even the rest of their lives, both on and off the field. Again, it's going to be tough, but be that encourager for them. So, in closing, injuries are going to be part of sports, but fear and apprehension doesn't have to be. Your child's best performance is not going to come from playing hurt. It's going to come from playing healthy, confident, and supported by the school, supported by you. And that's really our goal. We're a team, and that's our mission. And with your help, we can keep all of our athletes not just safe, but strong. We truly appreciate you trusting us with your kids, and together we'll help them play smart, recover fully, and grow stronger in the process. Again, both on field and in life. Thanks for listening to this Monday Huddle on the Educational AD. And if you found this episode helpful, again, please share it with another sports person, a parent, a coach, an AD who it might help. And please, as a leader, keep showing up, keep supporting, and keep growing educational-based athletics. Before we go, of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors just one more time. Go to Gipper. They're going to turn you into a social media expert. That's Gipper.com. Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. You've heard me say it's probably the best purchase we ever made. Home Campus, it's a platform you're going to use every single day. That's homecampus.com. Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Check them out. Hometown, whether it's ticketing, fundraising, or more, go to hometown.com. Athletic surveys by LifeTrack. My school, we use surveys for everything. Go to Athletic Surveys. They're going to create a custom survey just for you. Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle. As an AD, we were a Huddle school. Go to huddle.com for more information. And Snap Raise. If you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it. Go to snapraise.com. Thanks again for listening to the Monday Huddle. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast.